What's going on, guys? I'm Hyper Orange, and after over a year and a half of searching for a motor, I did it. Introducing a 2024 brand spanking new 15 horsepower Yamaha, and I couldn't be more happy. Let's get into it. All right, so here it is. This is a Yamaha 15 horsepower short shaft manual. It's a 2024 brand spanking new to me, picked up from the dealer, 4-stroke, and I could not be more happy. If you guys have been following the channel, you know for the better part of a year and a half, I've been teasing it and hinting at that I've been wanting more power, because that Evinrude was a 1989 6 horsepower, and at max speed on the best conditions, I would go 9 kilometers an hour. Like it was slow, but it was reliable. The carb was clean, but mixing oil was getting annoying, and I did want the more speed, so I have been looking at. Now, for the longest time, I thought I was gonna get a Mercury 20 horsepower, because I didn't feel like buying something new, but on Facebook Marketplace and all the dealers, the stuff was either too new, like a 2019, where I'm like, oh, it's just for an extra like $500, I can get a brand new one, or it was stuff that was still too old, and I didn't want to go down that route of potentially, spending more money to have something that have potential issues. And I've been looking at everything. I could get a Yamaha, a Honda, a Merc, but I was really looking at a 20 horsepower, but I was worried about the weight on the back of it. But long story short, I got this Yamaha 15 horsepower. I've only taken it out once, and it's still in the break-in period. And on this little red tin can, I hit 32 kilometers an hour, and I was flying. So that's already triple the speed without even full throttle. So I'm so happy I finally did it. Between the Terrova and this little boat is proper now, and it's going to be able to allow me to get out farther, and it's reliable. And these Yamahas are known for their build quality, and the fuel efficiency is great, but then I'll have that power. Why I was first going to get a 9.9, but for the price that the dealer gave me, I had to go with the 15, because all tax in out the door, I worked a good deal with the dealer, and to get the 15 over the 9.9, it was just $300 more, so it was no brainer. I was just worried about the weight on the back, because this unit weighs 111 pounds, give or take 120 when the fluids start going through it. But without even being in the break-in period, it flies, because speed is relative. 35 kilometers or 32 might not be that fast, but when you're on a little tin can, oh, it's moving. So now when I take a buddy out or a family member, or of course when I'm doing solo trips, I can actually get out there and move. But I hope you guys are excited as I am, because, oh man, and look at that. Look at the Yamaha logo. If you guys didn't know, these are tuning forks that you hit to get the right pitch. Yamaha is the piano company. They just happen to make awesome engines too. But look at that. The short shaft was perfect. The 15 horsepower actually comes with the prop. I didn't know, when you get new motors that are over like 30 horsepower or the 50 horsepower, you have to buy the prop, especially if you're getting a 150 on your new boat. Oh, they're not cheap. So I'm pretty happy I got this. It's 3 fins, so to get on plane should be super fast. Manual trim mount. Oh, and the reason I went with manual, I have 2 Dakota Lithiums in the front. This is one pull start every time, and it's an electric choke. I don't have to finick with it anymore. So I didn't want to rig. I have an extra battery, but to save the little bit of money, I didn't need to get the electric start. The manual is more than happy. And to be honest, I love pull cords. I love ripping it. And since this is a brand spanking new 2024, it's going to start every time. Right out of the box. I should have filmed it, but when I first got it home, I put it in a big garbage can of water. First pull right away out of the crate. I'm like, come on. But yeah, and the dealer hooked me up with an hour reader, an RPM reader hooked right into the spark plug. So every time it goes on, it'll actually say how many hours I have on this motor, which is great if I ever want to keep track or ever want to sell it down the line or something like that. But look how good it looks in this metallic Fleck battleship gray. And it's a perfect size for this little boat, and I cannot be more happy. Anyways, we're gonna get out on the water. This is gonna be my second time, and we're gonna go for a little bit of a rip. It's Canada Day, the wind is good, and it should be a fun time on the mini bass boat. Let's get out there. All right, so here it is. After searching for so long, I finally got a new motor to replace the old 1989 6 horsepower Evinrude. Although that two-stroke was awesome, the carb was clean and it worked great, I needed some more power. One thing when I'm going alone, but if I wanted to take someone, I needed that extra push, and I wanted that reliability, peace of mind. So, going with the 15 horsepower Yamaha. First, right out the door, we'll talk about the price. I'm in Canada, and the Canadian price, you know, because you have to do the freight, weight, tax, all that out the door, for the 15 horsepower short shaft manual was supposed to be around $4,300. Now, I paid just under 3,600 Canadian, which is this much American. Wow. Yeah, the exchange rate is $1.37 right now, so the Americans, you know, we're paying more. The Canadians are getting screwed. But you know, so many guys, it's like, oh, that's a lot of money. Between the $3,000 Tarova to put on this little tin can, that's a lot. You got almost $8,000 or $7,000 in motors now just on this little tin can. But you know what? I do want to get an 18.5 foot or something like that, but one step at a time, and I really do want to keep this boat forever. It's what started my channel, was my first boat, and it has a lot of nostalgia for me, and I absolutely love it. Now, that being said, because I already upgraded the Tarova, it was only fitting to get a proper motor, because I was looking around. I really thought I was going to get a 20 horsepower Mercury and something older, like a 2005, and I was happy with used. But where I am right now, it was either really old stuff like under 1999 or new stuff where it was like a 2018, 2019. And for the prices people were charging, I would rather spend the extra couple $100 and get a brand spanking new one. So again, this is the manual. I didn't get the electric start because I love pull cords, and to run a third battery, to be honest, it doesn't matter, because this has an electric choke, so no more do I have to fiddle with the choke. And because it's a 4-stroke, I don't deal with mixing oil anymore. So this motor, I mean, 2024 Yamaha, it's going to be durable. It's going to be awesome. So again, the original plan was to get something like a 20 horsepower Mercury, but when I was looking at the weights and the size difference versus the 9.9, they're considerably bigger. And again, these new motors are lighter, but at the same time, this is a small 12-foot boat. And, you know, even though I have more power, you know, you don't want too much weight in it. I just wanted enough to get me on plane and actual rip for, you know, because speed is relative in this thing. But I'm just so happy that I went with this exact model. Windsor Yamaha was an absolute pleasure to deal with. Never walked into that dealership in my life, and you know, they weren't just making a sale or rushed me into anything. they were awesome to work with. And if I were to order this motor online through Yamaha Canada, they're offering 3-year warranty. I got 5-year warranty with this thing, and on top, they gave me this awesome tachometer that reads the hours and RPM. So again, if I ever want to sell it, it's ready to go. I know exactly how many hours, but I am so happy that I got Yamaha. The color's awesome. I love the one start pull every time. The shifter right here is being awesome, because at first a lot of them have it right here, but the way I hold it, that would almost be in the way, and this is perfect to grab, so I'm super happy. Now, I'm only at hour 2. This is the second time I took it out, and I'm still in the braking period. Hour 1, you know, you keep it under half throttle, you know, just give it a little blips here and there under 2,000 RPM. Then once you get to the second hour, you can start making the vehicle go on plane. And just to get it off speed, again, not doing full throttle. I did 32 kilometers so far, and I didn't have the trim fully adjusted. I just did it 1 notch, so I'm gonna find that happy medium. But once this is fully broken in and I have the trim perfect, oh my God, this, like, it's funny, when you think 35 kilometers, it's like 19, 20 miles or whatever. That's not that fast, but on this little boat, oh man, it's absolutely moving, because like, look at this. But I couldn't be more happy that I have this 15 horsepower Yamaha, and there's going to be more videos to come. So again, the engine is not broken in, so I can't just hold full throttle yet, but we adjusted the trim. It was going 34 before. We just did a pass that was 34 against the wind, but oh man, it absolutely rips on this small boat. All right, let's see this test. We're using this super accurate speedometer. I've did it in multiple vehicles, boats, the Sea-Doo, multiple cars, the Mustang, and it's to the T. So let's see what we can hit. Again, not broken in, just a relative speed to see how it could go. We're going 32, 34, not even just at 3/4 throttle. I'm gonna open it up just for a second. 35, that's like 22 miles an hour. And on a 12 boat, it absolutely rips. Woo! Yeah! All right, trolling motor is up. Going to put in the kill switch. Make sure it's in neutral, and let's see the Yamaha 1 pull. What a joke. Like, I expect it because it's brand new, but it's just awesome. Gonna put it in drive. And I just adjusted the trim. I'm still in the braking period. I'm still figuring things out with this. I'm in love, and it's only gonna get better. I think when I'm flatter, it's not coming up on plane as much, so I can adjust it. There's like 5 settings in total, but I'll figure out the best setting. But even then, the boat is so nice. Another thing that's awesome with the Yamaha, I'll just shut it up a little, put it in neutral. This device right here allows how fast it can swing. So just, you know, so you don't throw yourself, you can tighten it, and then it becomes a lot stronger. But this little unit, for what it is, I have a mini bass boat. This is it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm Hyper Orange. I have so many videos planned, and I'm excited for this year. Again, cheers. Remember, it's all about getting out there. Bye.